without question, the biggest announcement to come out of Nintendo Direct was the Mario movie. Yes, the animated Mario movie from Illumination. The cast is amazing, and we're going to talk about that. But I kind of sat back and I thought, like, how has this not happened already? Like we're only just getting to the Mario animated feature now. Like, is anyone else surprised by that? Like, I'm just kind of like, it took until 2022 to make a Mario like feature film, right? Like, obviously you have the OG one from like the 90s,
I was gonna say,
which is like
the live action.
That doesn't count.
Well, I think you've just answered your own question there, Rob, is it's like that left such a black mark on the concept of putting Mario on film that they were like, yeah, we got to wait 20 years. We can't do this again. But yeah, I think it's surprising. I'm also surprised that I'm sure somewhere in the depths, I admittedly and not caught up on my children's programming. I'm sure there's been like a little short here and there that I'm sure kids can go and dig into. But this is the first time we're seeing him in a long time on the big screen.
That Mario movie is so OG that they refer to him as King Koopa. He's not yet Bowser.
Yeah. I was gonna say, no, I think it's surprising. I mean, yes, that left a black mark on the cinematic possibilities of what you could do with Mario and his friends. But I don't know. To be honest with you, I am also pretty surprised. I'm pretty surprised that it's actually taken this long. And it seems like, based on the amount of video game inspired movies that we've had over the last however many years, let's say 10, that it's actually pretty surprising. It was surprising to me, and it almost seemed like, oh, well, yeah, why the hell hasn't this happened yet? But the thing I'm the most I would say interested to see is what they do with the animation. Like, it's clearly going to be like a computer generated thing, but is it like, are we staying really true to the actual look? Are we going to go off in some other kind of direction? Because we all kind of saw what happened with Sonic the Hedgehog, where we were going to like see Sonic the Hedgehog on film for the first time, and all of a sudden he had human teeth and eyeballs, and everybody flipped out, including me. I thought it looked so weird, and the fans just freaked out and got their way, and it looked way better. And now they're making a sequel of that. So
the movie's actually so enjoyable. Like,
it is
that movie, for what it faced in the beginning, ended up being a very passable, very lovely movie. So I hope this one does the same.
Well, and that one too is like, that's like an animated character coming into live action. And with Mario, I'm very I'm happy that we're just gonna stick completely to like the animated world. I think that's the right way to go here. But enough bandying about. Let's talk about the cast. Chris Pratt as Mario. We're gonna stop right there, because this casting choice has been met with mixed reviews, to say the least. I'm gonna open it up to you guys. Like, I kind of saw it when, okay, like I don't know, like the Mario like whoo is like so distinct, and it's like, can he do that? And it's like, this is the type of thing where like, you don't, especially because you're going animated, don't put a different spin on it. Give us his voice. So, and I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying, like, I'm worried that we're gonna deviate a little bit.
Yeah. So I don't have, because I think a lot of the like hate that's coming online is directed at also just it being Chris Pratt. People have taken issue with him for various reasons that we don't need to get into. But I think I'm with you, Rob, where it's kind of like, leave the icon of the movie as is. And then I think, honestly, every other character is fair game. Like, I think you could have done it like, just Mario is Mario, and it's the voice that we know, and the voice that, has been through all of these games since, the 80s. But then the rest of the cast, which we'll talk about, like, that's where you pack in the stars, because there does have to be a selling factor. to make this movie beyond just, you know, another kind of kids animated movie. So yeah, I'm not as, it's not that I take issue with Chris Pratt. I think he will probably do a, you know, as passable of a job as he could probably do on that voice work. He's wonderful in the Lego movie. But like it's a pretty iconic voice. It's like asking, you know, and I know they did this in live action, but if they, you know, if they did an animation of like the genie again, it's like, you just, it's too iconic. Can't touch it.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest problem, right? Because I mean, if you guys know off the top of your head, let me know. The gentleman who has been doing the voice of Mario since N64 came out. This is the guy who actually gave Mario a voice for the first time and has been doing that voice for 30 years, probably more.
He is doing another voice in the movie. I'm trying to find right now which voice he's doing, but he might not be doing it. They said that he will have a role in the film.
So I think he's going to be kind of filling in, from what I understood, is you know, to the conversation that we're having here today. So many people were like, sorry, what? You're not going to include this iconic voice actor in it? And I think their sort of halfway measure was to say, no, he's in it. And I think he's going to fill in the world. You know, maybe he's going to do a little bit of Yoshi work or a little bit of the Goomba work, or, you know what I mean? To be like, he's there, don't worry. So yeah, they didn't disclose which character he's going to do, but he is in the film.
Well, what's frustrating to me is, like, I think it was maybe just a couple of years ago, they actually did do a little mini documentary about how he even got cast as the voice of Mario. And it was like this whole, like, went in on a whim. It was a last minute audition, and it's all these things. And you start to hear about, so what I'm trying to say is I understand where some of this like vitriol is coming from, towards like why he's not in it and everything else. Because if anything, what I've been seeing a lot of as well is a lot of famous voice actors are coming out and being like, why are we doing this? Why, when did this change? Because back in the day, other than, again, Robin Williams, perfect segue, Kelly, doing the voice of Genie, it was a little like, ooh, celebrity doing a voice in a cartoon was a little like, again, doing TV for whatever reason, there was a stigma. And to now have it have flipped, and now you can't be in the main cast of an animated movie and not be considered like an A-list celebrity, especially if it's Disney, or especially if it's, you know, DreamWorks or one of these ones. And that's fine. I like what Kelly said too. I think rounding it out with some celebrities and things might have made it a little interesting, because there's not an iconic voice there. One of the people that brought it up actually specifically was the Canadian guy. I think he's from the Toronto area, who's doing all the voices of like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, on down the list. He just did all the voices for Space Jam. And now, but there was some kind of about Zendaya coming in and doing the voice and taking the job from another voice actor. It was kind of like, yeah, I think it's a little messy. I gotta be honest. Again, it's nothing against Chris Pratt. I think anybody that was walking into that would be up against it. Yeah. I really do. It literally has nothing to do. Exactly. Like, why?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Again, okay. At the end of the day, I'm sure it'll be cute.
We're gonna rattle through the rest of this cast here. Before we do, Kelly, you said, you know, leave this one alone, and the rest of the cast is fair game with in terms of voice work. I look at everyone else on this cast and I can see it. Like, I can totally see it.
Oh, chef's kiss on the rest of it.
Yeah, like I can totally, like Charlie Day as Luigi. Love it.
Hilarious.
Love it.
He's hilarious.
Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach. She literally looks like the human version of Princess Peach.
Yeah.
One of the home runs, Jack Black as Bowser. Perfect.
Yeah, that one really got me, to be honest. That was the one that got me.
No, this one, the undisputed home run of this cast, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Perfection.
Yeah.
Perfection. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, which is like,
it'll be amazing, but like, what?
yeah.
Honestly, I watched this live, and like, you kind of just felt like you were being punked. the whole time. Like it was just like, and like I was just waiting for them to be like, and Leonardo DiCaprio as Yoshi. Like I was just waiting for because you just felt like you were being absolutely punked the whole time.
Last one I want to mention, because I know Brad's a huge fan, is Sebastian Maniscalco as Spike, who is a less familiar character. If you're a frequent new age Mario Kart player, you know who Spike is. But if you're an OG who hasn't played a Mario game since the 64 days, you're going, Spike? Who's Spike? But
yeah,
love it. Home run with this cast. Absolute home run.
Yeah. No, I'm a huge fan. I mean, to me, like, you're right. Like, I mean, Seth Rogen as Doug. So I actually saw somebody do an overlay of his classic, like, like that voice that he does over I'm assuming just like a GIF of DK, just kind of going like this, and it is completely spot on. I'm already like, I mean, he won everybody over when he did Pumbaa in the Lion King live action. I think that was that was one of the major winning points for that movie. But the idea of Jack Black doing Bowser, to me, like, just like from all the Tenacious D stuff and everything, I'm just, I don't know, that one crushed it for me. I was like, he is going to destroy as Bowser.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's great. It's great.